You know, I haven't had a fighting game in a while. Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's coming out. Let's take a look. Okay. Alright, look. They're doing it again. Hey everybody, Picky Old Gamer here, and welcome to another What Pisses Me Off. What pisses me off is modern fighting games. Modern fighting games is not about creating an all-encompassing, fighting game package where that's it. You buy it, and you can unlock the characters. You got some cheat codes maybe in them. Back in the good old days. Well, let's look at some of them. I mean, some of these are old, but I don't care. You got Mortal Kombat. This is Fatal Fury. I was a huge Fatal Fury fan when it came out on the Super Nintendo. I was stoked. I mean, these are all types, Mortal Kombat 2. Super Street Fighter 2, and I had Street Fighter 2 Turbo on SNES, and a little bit toward after the 16-bit era, I got a beautiful copy of Soul Blade. You know what these fighting games have? You know what is so special about these fighting games? You don't have to buy any other shit to enjoy the goddamn things. They're fighting games. I like DLC. I like adding on to a game. I can see adding on a little bit. But what pisses me off is when they plan a game, a fighting game, and say, we've got a season pass. They did this with Mortal Kombat X. Well, the biggest Mortal Kombat, most hyped for a while. And then 11 months later, Mortal Kombat XL came out. Whoops, some of my stuff fell over. What was the point? Oh, you want to buy a $60 game? I mean, back in the days, these were like $50. There's nothing else to buy. But the thing about it is, they plan this. They plan that if you want this fighting game, you need to spend the Ultra Edition, and we'll keep adding characters, and you cannot get everything unless you buy this. But then they turn around and repackage them, and a lot of times they're cheaper than what they were when you combine. Not all the time. Sometimes it makes some sense, but a lot of times the re-release is cheaper. So people end up waiting. It just pisses me off because it takes advantage of us gamers. It's a fighting game. Street Fighter V, Capcom. You didn't even put the single player in. Single player is what these things were made on. Single player, not the goddamn online. Nothing wrong with it. It's awesome. There's a lot of fantastic competitive fighters. I saw something. ARMS is going to be at the next Evo. Competitive. Nothing wrong with that. Great. Make it where you and other people can fight online. It's great. But releasing a fighting game with no single player? Capcom, you should have been beaten within an inch of your life, proverbially, out in front of there while the gaming community just chanted for blood. And that's proverbial, so somebody calm down. That was the stupidest thing you ever did. And yeah, he came back and said that. But now you got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite out, and you're already doing the past shit, which is going to be the same thing as your last Marvel vs. Capcom 3 back in last generation. And people just waited till they got like Ghost Rider or all these other characters on it. Why can't you just make an all-encompassing game? It's a fighting game. What? It's not an action-adventure game. It's not... I mean, sure, I'm not putting down the fighting genre. I'm not putting out fighting genre fans. I'm talking about you gamers. I'm trying to defend you and how much shit we are put through. But fighting games are not as complicated as open world games or big worlds and those storylines. Now, again, there is some story now, and it really started in the 7th generation, maybe a little bit forward, where there's real single player cutscenes and stories where it was really expanding. I get that. If they expanded one of their fighting games to have hours of actual dialogue and cutscenes with new fighters, new levels, okay. But a lot of times they're just sprinkling in small stuff, and it doesn't constitute these huge season passes, which makes the game absorbently high priced. It pisses me off. And the thing about it is we buy it, or the gaming community buys it. Now, if you buy it and you enjoy it, buy what you want. I'm not here to bash gamers. I'm tired of developers. I'm tired of publishers. Look at the fighting genre and just nickel and diming, dripping all the information. I mean, they can't even just give you the roster now. It's going on the internet like IGN and places. Next character revealed, and I'm like, for fuck's sake. I guess that's fun. Maybe I'm a little old-fashioned. I'm an old fart. But just fucking make an announcement. Here's the characters there. But okay, I can see that. People are excited to hear what new characters slowly come, so it keeps the hype running. Okay, fine. But then it comes out, and then you got even more stuff to look forward to. But I guess that's good to some people, but if they already have it planned, then why can't they just put it out there? Why can't they just make the game better? Overall, make it a better package. Maybe make it a complete package. And it's worth more, and you might get more day one sales. Capcom. I'm just so tired of it. The rest reason I don't buy fighting games. I feel like I'm ripped off. I feel like I'm the little cheese is on a stick in front of me going, come on, come on, come on. Get some more. Like, fuck you, Capcom. Fuck all the companies that make these games like this. Fuck off. I'm not buying them until they're released, and then they have everything. And here's the thing. I thought about sometime picking up Mortal Kombat XL, and you see lots of old version Mortal Kombat X. You know how many people are going to buy the old version, which is the cheaper version, and go, oh shit, I didn't get everything. I could have paid $5 more, and with they're in the bargain bin. Games do that. And it hurts even the resale. They didn't pick the one that has everything. Then they had to go buy all this DLC. And they're like, shit, I want a bargain fighting game. It's no good. It's no good. This whole model is shit. It takes advantage of us gamers. Frankly, modern fighting games suck dick.